It's Quake4 coming your way. It is Stermy taking on none other than Cooller. It is going to be the number 1 seed taking on the number 2 seed. It's the winner's bracket final. We are going to start this game now. What a cracker it should be. Place your bets now online, boys and girls. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. We are fight and away. Cooller will start off. He's going to pick up some shots. He just caught a glimpse of his opponent there. Cooller deciding he'll let Stermy go and take the mega health. He will take the rail and will then take the red armor. Interesting opening choices here. Stermy's been able to pick up 65 points of health along the way, but has just taken a rail from Cooller. And now Stermy's going to back himself away with that rail as poised to strike. He couldn't get out of the way of that rail, and now it's down to just 66 points of health. Stermy in trouble here. Cooller with, pretty much just the rail to play with, is holding him and baiting him away. Cooller charges around that corner with the rail, and again, Cooller has already used up 6 of those rail shots, and that's just a high velocity shot. Now he's going to come out with the LG. Both players in trouble here. Cooller caught changing weapons. Stermy will finish him off and take the rail as well. And now it is a question of come back from this Cooller. He got extremely rail dependent. Well, for that last frag, he'd done a lot of damage to Stermy. He had taken him down to sort of the mid-health points on both health and armor, but as he lands another rail, in fact, Stermy's going to steal away that mega health, and now Cooller will go across, take the red armor, and Stermy will be unable to challenge him. Stermy does now have a rail himself here, and is going to push forward with just over a minute played. Stermy now looking, he hears the buzz of the lightning gun and sees Cooller go in and steal that yellow armor. Now drops down, going to bring out the rail himself, has to dodge back, has just no armor on the board actually. Cooller has all the armor, he has 200 of it, has full health as well. Stermy has had control of the mega since we began, but Cooller with that rail has been rather mischievous and is picking up shots left, right and center. Cooller on 64 points of health, Stermy on 64 points of health will land the rail onto Cooller, but Stermy unable to take away that mega health at the moment as he waits on its next spawn, and so he's in trouble because the next rail could just about finish him off. He's picked up a 25 bubble, and is on 89 now, has stolen away what was Cooller's item, the red armor, and is going to get out of there in time. Cooller is with 86 points of health, has control of the mega, has taken a shot from Stermy from down below, but will be able to collect that mega, and well, they switch items, and the way the item form reads, it's thus far LG battle going on here, and it will be Cooller to come out on top. They dodged and they danced, and it was Cooller's LG that was stronger, and now the rocket comes in from Stermy, takes Cooller down to 77 points of health. Cooller with a short-range rail misses onto Stermy, who is going to steal away that red armor, and is now right back out on business, and well, here comes Stermy now, caught with on the weapon change, only able to get away one rocket, and will go down himself. Cooler's reversed his deficit. He's now 1 frag up with 3 minutes played almost, and well, waiting on that red armor now. Interesting decision, or interesting, well, was it a decision? Was it forced out of it? But for Stermy to sacrifice the mega health for the red armor. And now Cooller is really reaping the rewards. He's just come from behind Stermy and put an LG barrage right up his backside, and will now wait on the mega, which he collects duly. He's going to land one shot onto Stermy from behind. Rail comes in and really hits Cooller for 6, but doesn't actually do any damage. In fact, there's one that does, and Cooller will take away that red armor and lands another one. Stermy is landing a lot of these rails, but is just unable to really actually take much damage away from Cooller. He's getting his way back into this one, and at 3-1 the score. The question now is, how can Stermy claw his way back? He's seeing the yellow armor. He's had enough of items. He's caught big caught twice on weapon switching going into battles, and once up the backside. So I think that says a lot for the scenario, for the frags. In fact, only once on weapon switching. So Cooller has caught him in positive scenarios for the Russian twice out of 3 times, and well, that says a lot for how close this has been, because item-wise, it's not been one-sided in the slightest. But Stermy in trouble now on 31-22, going to rocket across and not land any of them onto Cooller. Now he's on 23-12 as now Stermy is going to claim that mega health who will make his way down. He's just past that yellow armor with the Mega. Cooler's trying to back away, but he can't. And Stermy will pick up the frag. It's Stermy now on the ascendancy. He will land the LG, convert that first frag into a second, and tie this game up at 3-3 with 10 minutes and 20 seconds to go. We played about a third of this game. Cooler can hear Stermy, and now the LG comes out from Cooler as he drops down right on top of Stermy. Stermy probably did enough damage there to warrant Cooler to fall away. He's got 64-10, LG to LG here with Stermy landing a nice rail from just above that red armor to across to the jump point. And with 10 minutes played, Stermy has restored his lead. He's up by 1 frag, and here comes the LG from Cooler, who's waiting for Stermy, but will be eaten up by that LG of the Italian, and that will make it 5-3 here. And now Stermy, that was a very, very nice rail, and he's waiting on the delayed respawn and has landed the rail right on it. As now Cooler has collected the red armor, but he's in trouble here. That rail of Stermy's is waiting for Cooler at every turn. And that is his biggest problem. He's popped his head out in now 2 places and has been railed down back into his hole. Now the question is, can he get out of that hole? He's made his way up to the top teleporter next to the rail spawn area, but is darting through those teleporters trying to throw off his opponent, and has done it successfully to allow him to go down to the red armor and collect it. He's now got full armor. He's on 99, 200 health and armor. And now the rail comes in from Stermy. That'll eat away at a lot of that. He's down to 59, 120 if you can believe it. And now Stermy is watching this clock quite happily. If you look at the clock, it is, well, 8 minutes and 45 seconds. In the past 2 minutes, Stermy has gone and taken the lead. However, more importantly, Stermy now, since taking that lead, has taken the pace right out of this game and is quite happy to play with 3 frags for a little while. Hope for another one, but the more he can keep Cooler away with that rail, the happier he is. So, well, waiting on it. Teleported rockets will make their way in his general direction. But will fall back. Stermy now. Oh, nice rail and nice LG from the pair of them. Stermy dropped right down next to Cooler without even realizing it. Cooler woke him up. Stermy turned a sharp 90 degrees and landed a rail onto his opponent. But as the fire comes back from Cooler, he's taken Stermy down to just 63 points of health and 64. Well, my reading isn't what it was, but that's a stunning rail right down onto Cooler, who was dropping down. Stermy had him lined up before he was even on his screen, and he tracked that drop all the way down. Stermy will now grenade down to the red armor, which Cooler has just stolen away. 64-15 for Stermy versus 97-186 for Cooler. We're coming up to the halfway point, still 3 frags in it, and it has been 3 frags for almost 2.5 minutes. Yellow armor stolen by Cooler there. And so Rocket will come up the backside. Rail on to Cooler. Has, wow, done a lot of damage there. 41-78. Cooler now he's at the red armor. Will get himself out of trouble by collecting that. He's going to launch his way up now. Take some more rocket damage. Will be in real trouble with that 20. It was now down to just 20 points of health. Has 120 armor, but that won't provide him another rail. He's taking LG from Stermy, but will come out on top. Stermy going down as Cooler gets his 4th frag and now is right back on the comeback trail. He dodges a grenade that seemed destined for his head. Stermy now is poised to grenade and grenade and grenade because Cooler is chasing him out of that red armor area. He did land the grenade onto it, but Cooler with that rail has picked off Stermy. Cooler now darting around. He picked up that mega health. Without it, he was on 33 health and armor respectively. And so that says the damage that Stermy was able to do with that final grenade from beyond the grave, if you will. And now with just 1 frag separating these players, it is a tense game. Cooler's edged away at that 3 frag lead. Stermy got up to it at about the 10-minute mark, and it's taken Cooler now 4 minutes to narrow it down to a 1 frag game. By taking the pace out of it, Stermy really gave himself an opportunity, but 3 frags is maybe not enough, as Stermy has taken a lot of damage from the LG of Cooler. He's down to 69-15 as he waits and waits, and that is beautiful from Cooler. The rocket pushed Stermy down off his perch, and Cooler was waiting for him at the bottom with the LG. Instinctive play from Cooler. and it worked in his favor. The game is tied at 6-6 with just under 6 minutes to go. 666 as the Mega Health comes up and is stolen away by Cooller, and Cooller with 7250 is poised to go down to the red armor, but it's going to see it's going to be tried to stole away by Stermy. Not going to happen. Stermy did a lot of LG damage to Cooller there, who did pick up the frag and take the lead. However, with just 3 points of health, has had to retreat back to a 25 bubble. Stermy is going to want to chase Cooller down. He has the rail, and he has, well, a rough idea of where his Russian opponent is. He'll pick it up, and will be shot down in the back by Cooller. Tense stuff. Cooller almost following Stermy through the teleporter, but picks up the 125, 225s, and is now right back in action. 1 frag, 5 minutes. It's as close as you like. Rockets being propelled in Stermy's direction as we have Stermy now ready. Here's the teleporter right behind him. You see him turning around, thinking Cooller might make the hop, skip, and jump across to the Mega Health perch, but isn't going to do that. Cooller is beneath Stermy, in fact. He hears the LG. He misses the rail. And the 78, 145. Rockets coming in from Cooller. The LG coming back from Stermy. Cooller down, had about 100 whipped off him. In total, rail and rockets being exchanged right above the red armor. Double frag, equalization in effect. The LG from Cooller picked off Stermy, and Cooller spawned right next to both of their dead bodies, taking both weapons. Stermy has an LG, probably a rail as well, but is in trouble here. Just 21 points of health. It's 8-7 here as there's the rail landed from Stermy onto Cooller. They're both in trouble. They're both in real trouble here as they push forward. Cooller is ready to move, catches Stermy unaware, but Stermy turns it around and picks up the frag. He had 69 points of health. Without him following him, I must have imagined he picked up a lot of health there. The rail comes in from Cooller to pull it back to a 9-8 game in favor of the Russians, and Stermy is spamming away that machine gun, thinking that he can do enough damage to finish off Cooller. The Mega is up. They both want it, but Stermy's going to get it. Stermy has 50 armor now as well to his name after picking up the yellow. He's now going to drop down to the red. He's now going to steal the red. He's stolen all those armor items away from Cooller. However, is still just surviving on 36-100 after taking rail after rail from his Russian opponent, who is now pushing forward. LG and rocket damage from Cooller's own rocket has taken him down, and Stermy's tied it up at a 9-9 game. 3 minutes. It's still anyone's ball game, and by Jove, this is exciting. 3 minutes on the board. Cooller now makes the jump across. He's going to land at the, just sees the back of Stermy there, who's escaping. Now is actually right behind where the Russian was. LG coming out, rocket's going to be landed, and another double frag. Beautiful. Stermy's LG tracked Cooller right through the sky, but Cooller's rockets were raining down on Stermy, and it picked them both off at the same time. And now we have equalization again, and still the game is tied. 10-10, 2:33 to go. This is tense. Here we go. We have, Stermy with the red armor in his possession. Cooller with the mega health and yellow armor in his possession. Chasing the Italian down. Rockets from Stermy, though, propel Cooller back up against the wall that says goodbye to all of that yellow armor and 50 of that mega health. And, rockets coming back out from Stermy. Take Cooller down to 51 points of health. If he can land one more, he'll finish him up, and he does. 11-10 with 2 minutes and 5 to go. Stermy in pole position as he makes his way forward. 72-100. Rocket comes out from Stermy and the LG. Nice combo to take down his opponent and extend a 2-frag lead to Stermy. He waits and waits. Going to perch himself above the red armor. Cooller is going to drop down from the rail spawn. Will take a rail from his opponent and is down to 34 points of health. 140 to go if Cooller wants to do this. He's got one regeneration run, if you will, left in him. Go around, pick up some items, pick up some, certainly some health and armor. He's only got 59, and then come back. Yellow armor into Cooller's pocket, takes a rocket, and another, and Stermy will take the frag and the mega health, and should just about have taken this map. Three frags separate the players at 13-10. Stermy has absolute control of every item on the map. He has red, yellow, and blue, if you will, with the 2 armors and the mega, and is going to rocket down the Cooller, and he will just survive. 60 seconds to go. It's not unthinkable if Stermy were to, well, close his eyes for a few seconds, but I don't think it's going to happen as they exchange rails. And there it is from Stermy. It is unthinkable now. 4 frags the difference as Cooller is, well, put in a real valiant performance, but nothing too much for Stermy. As he clawed his way back, he took the lead after 10 minutes. Cooller then took it back. However, at 15-10 now, it's all over bar the shouting with 30 seconds to go. This was Stermy's map by the looks of things. I think they're playing Frantic next for Cooller's map, and that'll not worry Cooller too much. He's just picked up a 11th frag there. He has 15 seconds to go. No doubt Stermy will be taking as long as possible to get himself back into the game. And now we have Rail coming back, and the LG as they teledance through the portal. GG called, 15-12. And I think that sums up just how close it was. You've been with TosspoT, 15-12, map 1 score. We shall return in just a moment for map number 2 here from the Belkin Quake4 tournament.
Vote now. Vote.
Remember, the Toxinator unable to attend, so there's still one big gladiator out there in the arena. But here we go. We're going live in 3, 2, 1, and we're fighting away on Frantic. Cooller will pick up the yellow armor, the top yellow armor, and will rocket himself down, collects the red. No, rocket onto Stermy. Will do a lot of damage to the Italian. He's going to pick up the 50. Was well predicted by Cooller, who made sure there was a rocket waiting for Stermy. Stermy going to try and protect the protect the map from the top yellow spawn, but unable to do so as the players exchange potential rockets. Amazing that neither of them hit each other there, but Stermy on 49 health has no ammo left in his rocket. He's going to make his way forward. Lower yellow picked up by Cooller, and Stermy will now get some rockets. Going to grenade down towards the red armor, which Cooller currently has in his possession. Cooller in very good nick, if you will. 96, 130 for the Russian. Grenade will bounce off next to him and force him into the lava. Big grenade coming in. Here comes the rockets coming down. Cooler's going to steal away the 50, and will just get himself out of there. And, now we have the yellow armor picked up by Cooller as well, the top one and the bottom one. He's in good condition. Stermy has the red though, remember, and with 110 health is going to fight it out for the ammo that he needed from the top rocket spawn. Hyper Blaster dance going on as both players grenade. And yes, we played 80 seconds and not had a frag. The frags are oh so expensive on this map. Rockets coming in from Cooller. Stermy in trouble. Will pick up the red armor. Lands 2 back onto Cooller, who still looks relentless. 180 armor, 100 health. 50 not picked up, and that'll be Cooller to take the frag as the rockets rain back down. Not going to do anything though. We have red armor stolen away. Here comes Cooller making his way back. Rockets coming in left, right, and center. But Cooller is chasing, and Cooller is hunting, and Stermy is running because he's in trouble as the Russian chases him away. Cooller has just 1 rocket left, and Cooller decides to machine gun down his prey, that is Stermy, who has now 69 and the lower yellow, and is trying to make a comeback. If you haven't seen Frantic before, frags are expensive. You know, if that last map was the first map of Quake4 you've seen, then you're in for a very different map of Quake4 right now. The reason, there's less health on the map. The weapons are very different as well. They're not so sparse. They're not so widely populated, and there is no rail. And so every frag counts on this. Make no mistake of that. And if Cooller can take a 2 frag lead after 2.5 minutes, picking up the top yellow as well, and looking in absolute control, then there shouldn't be a reason why he can't try to extend this. He's not going to risk all, but he will try to pin down his opponent, and has done. Rockets coming back at him, and Cooller will take up the 3rd frag. He's going to try and make sure he gets the red armor instead. The LG is out, and Stermy's in big trouble here as he will machine gun away. Grenades come out. Nice. Oh, grenade comes in from Cooller. Does a lot of damage right on the end to Stermy, who has picked up some health and some armor to save himself there, but the grenade did a lot. Stermy's taken Cooller down to 65 points of health. A lot of that was with that shotgun in the back. Now he's got the machine gun only, and this is the control factor you're seeing. Stermy's been alive for 60 seconds, but he's only got a shotgun. No LG, because Cooller's just taken it. You've seen him fly across and pick it up. No rocket launcher, because Cooler's taken it. You've just seen him fly in front and pick it up. Finally, Stermy's got a 2nd armor, but that's it. Shotgun comes out, not going to land the shot. There's Cooler, all he didn't pick up an armor, just went for the rocket. He missed all three of his following rockets. Stermy is not going to be even allowed to pick up the 50. And this must be so frustrating for Stermy. He has been penned in this corner of the map for so long. And now he's going to try and get his way out of there. He's picked up some health, he's now got a rocket. He's going to dart with Cooler, who's going to take some positioning to claim the red armor. However, oh, nice rocket coming down from Stermy onto the back of Cooler. He followed up with a second. The Cooler, though, doesn't look like he's even been touched. He's got 200 armor. 68 health, though. His rockets will come in. He's got 83 with 5 doubles picked up. Rocket comes down, takes Cooler down to 50, and 138 armor. As grenades will be bounced down. LG collected. One of those grenades has landed. 2 of those grenades have landed. Stermy will hop himself up. 59-77 for the Italian now. Going to rocket his way down, and will LG a lot down onto Cooler, and it's raining LG with 16 health left for Cooler. And now as the LG comes back, you can see why Cooler didn't want to let the Italian get it. He's a great machine with that LG as Cooler, and well, he will make his way forward. 93-97 for Stermy, if he can do something with it. He doesn't have any rockets, so he can't keep Cooler locked down at the red the way he'd like to, or land a definitive killing blow up from above. And he's not even going to risk going to that top rocket spawn that we just saw there. So 9:45, in 5 minutes we've had 3 frags, and I have a feeling we won't see another 10 frags in this whole map. So 4th frag comes in from Cooler. Stermy goes on down. And 9.5 minutes replayed. Here goes Cooler. Will land 1 rocket through the teleporter. Launches himself through the sky there, but Stermy has already run away. And it's a case of run, rabbit, run for Stermy. Rockets 1, rockets 2, 3, 4! He claims his first frag, he goes down in the process, but he's finally... Oh, what a spawn for Cooler! The one thing Stermy didn't want was for Cooler to spawn both on top of those weapons and on that armor. He's answered back with 1-2 rockets, missing the 3rd, dangerously launching his way out of the lower pit, but has gone out of there. Looking at Cooler's health, he's only got 72, he's going to pick up the top armor. He did wait to throw it off some seconds. He's, well... He's still in control of this map. Stermy has, well, at least loosened the stranglehold that the Russian has had on him. And Stermy bounced up onto the wall. Will now grenade down to the red armor. Will bounce some grenades into the general path of his opponent. And there's no rockets to play with. Nice grenade just bounces over the top. LG from Stermy! Nice frag, he's back in it, 5-2. Will collect the armor and the rocket. He's going to try and stop his opponent, but his opponent has been sensational with that shotgun. Clay pigeon shooting all day long as Stermy was plucked out of the sky with 2 shotgun blasts. And the 3rd, when he was point blank next to him, did some. It was Stermy's own rocket that took away the 2nd frag on the board. And Cooler's rocket, as cool as you like, has taken down Stermy again and again. 7-1. With 7:55 on the board. Stermy trying to dance his way out of danger, but Cooler is hunting him down because he knows he's in trouble. The Italian 44 and 10 is now going to have rockets coming in now. He's at the red armor spawn. He will dart out of there after doing some rocket damage onto his opponent. He's going to have to blast his way towards. Stermy will be kicking himself for that one. The rocket came through the teleporter and he was too slow to get out of the way. Shotgun's coming back from Stermy onto Cooler, who's hounding him down from the spawn. And just when he wanted that rocket, he couldn't find it. Just now he's going to pick up the rocket. Now he's going to land 1, but he's been shot away. I mean, Cooler is relentless here. And not only is he controlling armors, but he's controlling weapons. And whenever Stermy does get something, well, Cooler punishes him with brutal efficiency. LG coming out from Cooler onto Stermy now. 58-81 for Cooler, the now sport player, as we have shotguns coming back at him. LG up from Stermy, who will push forward. LG will take down Stermy there from Cooler. And as they both battle, there's only ever going to be one winner with the amount of health that Cooler has. He's pushing forward now to take down Stermy, who is at the red armor. Waiting off to spawn, he's urging it to spawn, he's saying, come on red armor, come on red armor. Hyper Blaster back at Cooler, takes him down to 45-65. who will decide the best course of action for him is actually to take the rocket away from his opponent, and he's done exactly that, allowing Stermy to go and collect the red armor. He's now on 100-100. Will rocket boost himself away to the lower yellow. He's going to rocket dance Cooller away. He does some damage. Cooller on 89-130 though, still standing proud. Stermy now at the top rocket spawn, but rocket down to Cooller, and does more damage, 93-120 though. He's only landing, you know, superficial hits, and now Stermy dropped down into the lava, and it will be an easy frag for Cooller. 13-1 the score. With 5 minutes and 45 seconds on the board. Cooller most certainly looking like he's going to take this map. He has been, well, I think efficient is the word for what Cooller's been. You know that when you play frags against Cooller, it can be very slow, it can be very unforgiving, as Stermy picks up his second frag, or it's not his second frag, but he's had two taken away from no, it's not taken away from You know that when you play Cooller on fragging, it can be very unforgiving. You will only get a couple of opportunities. The fragging may not be so high all the time. You saw in the first sort of 5 minutes, only 3 frags. When Cooller gets an opportunity, he never relents. He will always chase you down. If he thinks he's got you off the spawn, if he thinks you don't have any weapons, he'll pin you down. There was a good 60 to 90 seconds where Stermy was just kind of third frag there, Stermy. Those 60 to 90 seconds where Stermy was just isolated above the lower yellow armor spawn. In that area, there's a health bubble there, there's a shotgun there, but there's nothing else. And he couldn't get out of it because he didn't have anything to fight with. He's landed a beautiful rocket onto Cooller, and that is a telling reminder what Stermy can do. And Stermy's going to try and take an opportunity that presents itself, converts onto Cooller, and now surely Cooller won't throw this away. Picks up the rocket, will exchange now and will return, and he'll use that rocket to bait away Stermy, and Cooller will go down, collect the red armor, and well, Stermy didn't have time to fully take control of the map before Cooller was back, and Cooller now is, well, back in business with rockets ablazing and armor on his jacket. And despite the fact that Cooller has picked up a flurry of quick frags here, and some of them quite easy on the eye, it has still slipped away from him, and he hasn't been able to pick up quite so many. But here we go. Rocket coming in, 1 from Stermy, 1 back from Cooller. 37-17 for Stermy, who picks up a yellow to get himself out of trouble. Will do some more rocket damage onto Cooller, picks up the red, and now he's going to go LG to rocket with his opponent. Now backs away, rocket picked up, waiting for Cooller to escape from the yellow. Will do that. Rocket dancing, 1-2, puts his opponent up in the air. That probably saved Cooller, in fact. Now the LG will come out. Cooller on 59-19. Stermy in not too dissimilar shape. LG to LG. Cooller in. He's going to surely take this one. Stermy has next to nothing in the bank, and it will be 2 points up. No, he won't get it this time. He will allow his opponent to take the red armor. Whether he escapes one of those grenades could be the end of him. One of those machine gun bullets was the end of him. And well, for Stermy, he knows he's given his all. He knows he's put up a valiant performance. But with 3 minutes to go, it's just out of reach for him. And we will go to a third map as Cooller claws his way back into it. I think a lot of people were expecting 3 maps, especially when the choices were announced, but I think a lot of people were wanting 3 maps. It's always nice to see these players in action, especially in the form that they're in today. Cooller probably, if you were to play it on a points game, on a home and away points game, which is a stupid game to play, but Cooller would have taken it on the fact that he was very much closer to Stermy on Stermy's home map. Well, the fact is it's irrelevant, and that the maps will be tied at 1-1. As with 2 minutes and 17 to go, 9 frags separate the players. We have Stermy just trying to make the scoreline a little bit more respectable, and just making sure that it doesn't get out of the hand as well, as he's still trying to play with the health and armor. Will rocket jump up, and now LG, Cooller down, Cooller in trouble, Stermy in even more trouble. They're next to nothing on each other. Oh, Cooller gets away. Well, who got away there? They were both they both had no health, and Cooller still is hiding. He's hiding. He's going to make his way back, and he's going to land the LG back onto Stermy. He's been playing with 11 points of health for a good 30 seconds now, and is still fighting. Stermy picked up another bubble. He's going to wait. Cooller finds a bubble finally, and some shards. 36-35 for Cooller. At the lower yellow. Stermy gonna find it. Rockets down. 1, 2, 3. Not gone yet. LG Cooller wins the fight. I do not believe it. Cooller went into that one with 35-35. You pick up a yellow along the way, but for the previous minute he had just 11 points of health. He's gone down finally. The score is 15-6. Hyperblaster coming back at him. Stermy goes down as Cooller off the respawn. Hyperblast Stermy into non-existence. And again, Cooller's down on his lucky number 11 as he regroups. GG called. I'm not sure whether they're even going to play on here as they make their way back, but that's the end of the map. It's 1-1. We will be right back. Okay guys, so welcome back to the Multiplay and Belkin $10,000 Quake 4 tournament, the upper bracket final. We've already seen 2 maps of it, Stermy against Cooller. So this is going to be the 3rd and final map here, the upper bracket final of the Belkin and Multiplay $10,000 Quake 4 event. Let's take a look straight away at the spawns, and Cooller has decided to mix things up a little bit. He spawned right inside that mega health room right from the start, didn't pick that one up. He went for the armor instead. Of course, when you spawn, you do have a fair bit of health anyway over the standard 100. So as you could probably expect from Stermy, he's zoomed in with that railgun, waiting for Cooller to show his face, which he does down on that lower tier. And there comes Stermy straight away with that lightning gun. He actually backs away a little bit there in order to retrieve these armors. Picks up the yellow, but actually gets railed by Cooller. Missed the one that he fired off, which is not something you see all that often from Stermy. He's not the sort of person that misses the rail. Now going to push in here, Cooller onto this mega health. Manages to pick that one up as well, running out of health for that hyper blaster. It sounded like Stermy had run out completely of armor. He has indeed, down to only 81 health, so should a rail hit him right now, he'd be sat there on 80. Sorry, he'd be sat there on 1 if I'm actually any good at maths. Yellow armor being picked up by Stermy as well. Things started off a little bit slow. I think we're going to see the main battle coming up anytime when this mega health spawns. Of course, 35-second spawn time on that mega health here on placebo effect. And then one thing I've noticed with Stermy, he concentrates so hard when he's zoomed in with that railgun. A lot of the time he can be caught from behind and actually gets railed there by Cooller, but wait, it's very smart play by Stermy. Moves just out of range. Oh, but an excellent close range rail from Cooller, going to put him into the lead. I wasn't expecting that. Stermy just popping up right in front of him, and then Cooller just let rip with that rail. And it took Stermy straight out of the game, and of course that conversion there, pretty simple frag for Cooller to extend his lead there to 2. And one thing that Cooller might want to think about in this one, I'm sure he will, because he's pretty much the most tactical player you'll ever see playing Quake 4. Is to control that railgun. Don't let Stermy have it wherever possible, because he's the sort of person that can really, really devastate you if he gets a hold of that rail. A lot of people have been tipping these guys to be in the final anyway, and certainly to be in the top 3. Don't forget, we've also got Forever and Avec, who will be challenging each other first of all, and then the loser of this game to win a place in that grand final. There goes Cooller again. Nice big stack of armor if you look at that. 185, of course it does tick down, so it won't be up there forever. There goes Cooller again. He sees actually Stermy coming through the teleporter below him, and as he moved along that upper tier of the mega health room, he did a lot of damage to him with that lightning gun.
Red armor once again being picked up by Cooller. He had the full 200 stack, the maximum amount of armor possible. It looks to me like he wants to extend that, just hanging around near the yellow. Stermy there, down in the bottom of that mega health room, and Cooller probably not going to go chasing right now. I mean, he's got plenty of armor. As you saw, he's just waiting around for that railgun to spawn again. He wants to keep it completely out of Stermy's game and not let him have the power of that one. There goes Stermy dropping down onto the red armor. Cooller trying his best to remove as much of that health as possible. In the end, though, Stermy just jumping away up towards the lightning gun spawn. Let's take a look now at Stermy. He's not too bad himself, look. 130 health, 130 armor or there or thereabouts. Just hanging around on that rail. You can see how desperate Stermy is to pick up this rail. Literally just camping on the railgun spawn. And I really think that if Cooller can control this rail, I mean, it could be the frantic type of score, you know. That's the element that most players know they need to take out of Stermy's game, but not bad little LG work there from Stermy, concentrating solely on Cooller and hitting him, well, for a lot, I'd imagine. Yeah, he was actually down to about 55, and since picking up that 25, which of course has helped him out a lot there. No armor for him at the moment, but he's going to try and back in onto the red, which he does. Railgun once again being picked up by Cooller. That's definitely part of his strategy here. He wants to keep it away from Stermy and not even give him the chance to use that rail. Yellow armor as well, so both armors in control of Cooller. He was almost in there on the mega health, and Stermy comes down, and of course no armor for him, and that mega health not going to save him from the LG of Cooller. Known as one of the stronger LGs in the game, really. LG once again, Stermy just hanging around for this yellow armor. Of course, that's something that Stermy really needs at the moment. He's only got 27 HP, and Cooller's allowed him to get in on that yellow, which could prove a little bit interesting. But as soon as he comes into that mega health room, Cooller, waiting down below, went straight through the teleporter and shut him down with the LG. Oh, and a lovely rail shot as well. Of course, pretty much just on the conversion straight away there. 76 health, and again, as he comes through that teleporter there, Stermy's waiting for him. That happened a little bit earlier on. Stermy picking up the mega health this time, which could help him out in his quest to try and get this 5-point deficit back. 89 armor that Cooller has at the moment. He's going to go in straight away onto Stermy. Brilliant play by him. He knew that Stermy only had the rocket launcher, and the fact that when you're charging from above, that rocket launcher, unless you get really lucky or you're very good and you can hit like 1,000,000% with rockets, then you're not going to be able to generally pull that shot off. So he charged him straight down with the LG, got the kill, and extends his lead now to a 6-pointer. I think Stermy was probably a little bit happier with the placebo choice than Monsoon. Obviously Monsoon's a little bit tighter, really less opportunity to use that rail, but the fact that Cooller is controlling that rail so religiously is a big factor in shutting Stermy out of this game here. Again, Cooller with a nice healthy stack of health, and armor gets hit with a bit of a rocket there. Not going to bother him though, he's just going to wait around and pick up that yellow armor. Going very slow now, just trying to find out exactly where Stermy's got to. Sounds like he's down near that railgun spawn. Red armor picked up again by Cooller. Knew that Stermy was there waiting for him on that third tier. Went straight through the teleporter at red armor. Of course, not really managing much, but he does go in for the yellow. Perfect time, and it spawned right in front of him there. And that's exactly what he needs to do. Make sure that Stermy can't get into the armor and try and knock him off the control, because that's what Stermy needs to do now. He needs to pick up that rail, get a couple of hits on him, and get that first kill of the game, because it will start to knock him off the control. And he's knocked him off the red armor, which could quite well impact on him. You can see that Stermy in his favourite position there with that railgun, but he's allowed Cooller to drop down. He just switched out to the rocket launcher at the exact moment that Cooller switched over, but a lovely shot there with the rail. Cooller not got much at all. Gets hit a second time there, Cooller, and in fact Stermy knows exactly where he's going to go. He's going down straight towards that yellow armor. Yellow was picked up by Stermy. Cooller is now left struggling, so after having controlled for almost half of this game, the red, the yellow, and quite a few times that mega health as well, Cooller is now down with no armor whatsoever. He's probably really going to struggle here, and once again gets caught from behind by Stermy. Stermy coming in very quickly and actually getting him with the LG for a while, and as he got a little bit more distance, he broke out the rail. Of course, that's where Cooller fell. red armor on its spawn point. That's going to be Stermy's any second here. I imagine Cooler's going to try and peek over to clip the edge of the path in front of him before it got to Stermy. The LG being picked up there, of course. Not much weaponry at the moment. Cooler's got that LG, he's got the rail, but it's not going to help him out. Look at Stermy's health and armor, and a lovely rail again straight off the spawn. Stermy was predicting that he was going to spawn there, and as soon as he did, that rail went straight into him. He's going to get the conversion here on the mega health spawn. So Cooler may be in a little bit of trouble now. We've gone past the halfway point, and again Stermy breaking out the rail. He's going to rocket jump up there straight onto the third tier and onto that yellow armor spawn. Oh, and a lovely rocket by Stermy. Peeking off around the corner, and you can see that he's just hunting him down spawn after spawn after spawn, and really Cooler's got nothing to come back with at the moment, and I'm not sure what was going on there. Cooler really shouldn't have dropped down into the middle and come straight face to face with Stermy, who just pretty much blasted him down. I mean, we've got now 6 minutes to go, and Stermy, it really is looking like he could put himself into the lead here. Up to 150 armor. I'll hang around maybe for that mega health to spawn. He's firing a few rockets out here and there, trying to catch Cooler on prediction, but as he drops down into that LG corridor, he's going to get railed, but it's not going to be enough again. Obviously those two 25 HP bubbles doing a lot to save Stermy there. Cooler actually going to out with the MG straight off the spawn. But you can see that Stermy is playing very, very smartly at the moment. Just waiting outside that teleporter in the mega health room, and then finishing off with LG. So he's actually now 2 points into the lead. He's managed to break things back and get himself back in the flow of the game, which is something that Cooler really never allowed him to do. And if I was Cooler, I'd be seriously thinking about trying to get back into that routine of controlling the railgun, because that's exactly how Stermy got back into it. You know, he hit a couple of rails, that removes all of Cooler's armor, and then it brings it back to a fair fight. And once he managed to get that first frag, he was then able to completely disrupt Cooler's armor paths, and obviously put himself back into the lead now. It is a 3-pointer
5-minute warning
in Stermy's favor, of course. Stermy just seen Cooler drop down there for that red armor, actually missing the rail. Not too worried at the moment as he rocket jumps over onto that mega. Just hanging around in the third tier of middle. One of his favourite spots is he can cover quite a lot of area. Zoomed in with that railgun. And again, he's going to pick the rail up. Doing exactly what Cooler did to him before, preventing him from even using it. There's some more armor shards, just waiting on that red armor. Cooler dropping down. Stermy makes the hit. Cooler must be a little bit worried there, pinned in by the rail, but actually Stermy letting him out, and that's not really good news for him. Going to be able to slightly back away now. Cooler gets a chance to pick up some more health and armor, and as Cooler comes straight through the teleporter, hits the direct rocket onto Stermy, then backs away again for that mega health. Puts him up to 200, 150, really, really going to help him out here. Red armor on its platform, and actually Stermy is above him. Lovely rail shot again on that third tier of middle is Stermy. You see the grenades just dropping down in front of Cooler. Let's take a look at Stermy, really, really hurting right now. Only 23 HP before picking up those two yellows. And the third on that third tier again, going to help him out a little. And there's Stermy, Cooler right in front of him. Stermy didn't actually know he was there until he heard the jump pad go, by which time it was too late. He had that rail straight into him, and Cooler is now on a real warpath. Again, another one. He's going to bring it back to a 1-point game. There go the rockets, and actually Cooler going very, very brave with a rocket jump. He took a lot of his health and armor away, but Stermy managed to get there, so that could prove to be crucial in these last 3 minutes. If Stermy can utilize picking up that last mega health there. There goes the yellow from Cooler. Still not much health. He's having to really find it. There you go. You see him finally get the pick up on those two 25s as they spawn straight in. He's got in on the red. This could be a good chance for him to even things up. Zooming out in with the rail. Gets the hit as well, picking up a little bit more ammo for that rocket launcher. And here comes Stermy. Cooler goes around the corner straight away with the rail. He had it primed. He knew he was coming. And it looks like he's going to get the conversion here. Stermy, in my opinion, a little bit lucky to get away from that one. Only 23 HP. He got away, picked up the mega. But as you can see, Cooler's LG doing a lot of damage to him. Still only 16 health at the moment, Stermy. 100 HP, going to pick up this 25 from just outside the yellow. There's Cooler once again, and again he gets hit with the rail. Stermy really is on a fine line here. Rocket's being spammed inside that red armor area. He thinks that Cooler's in there. He is around there, but he's actually above. Oh, but as he drops down for the red armor, Stermy waiting with the rail. Brilliant play by Stermy. Very, very tactical stuff. This time it's going to be the Mega Health for Cooler. Things are changing hands very, very rapidly here. The control not really being defined to one person throughout the whole of this game, and the score actually reflects that. Only 1 minute and 46 seconds to go. Cooler's going to camp out for his bit of armor that he quite desperately needs at the moment. He's got none whatsoever. Red armor's there, and he actually manages to hit Stermy. It's going to take away quite a lot of Stermy's health, but then he gets hit himself. So it's all about the rail at the moment, pretty much going across this third tier and down towards that red armor. The next big battle of this bit could be for this Mega Health. The Mega Health actually on its spawn right now. Stermy going in, picking that one up, and Cooler actually missed him. To say we've got 1 minute and 17 seconds to go, Stermy is in the better position here. He's got 175 health, 184 armor, even though he got hit by that rail there. So Cooler really needs to kind of bring the game to Stermy now. If he can pick up this yellow armor, he's got 80 armor at the moment.
1 minute warning.
Just hit that 1 minute mark. LG being picked up by Cooler, needs to go chasing. He's only got 50 seconds to bring this one back and try and get the lead. Of course, if it finishes all square after the full 15 minutes, we will have a 2-minute overtime, or as many 2-minute overtimes as it takes before someone is declared the winner. Cooler picking up the red armor, that could be vital at this point. And the yellow, it's pretty much going to be the last one of the game. 196 armor, 97 health, still Cooler taking things very, very slowly. And here he comes, Rocky jumps over that second tier of the middle area, but Stermy coming out on top, 22 seconds to go. Stermy picking up some more health. Obviously he was quite heavily damaged from that one. Cooler going to wait around for the red armor to spawn, but he's only got 13 seconds. I can't really see anything happening from this one, especially not now as he gets hit with the rocket and a rail from Stermy around the middle, and then the LG. A great finish for that one. Good game, says Cooler, and Stermy is going to go through into the grand final here of the Multiplay Belkin $10,000 Quake 4 tournament. Cooler is going to drop down into the lower bracket to play either Avec or Forever, who are actually just warming up at the moment on Galang, so that one should be taking place very, very shortly. It's the Multiplay Belkin Quake 4 $10,000 tournament here from I30 in Newbury. You've just seen Stermy push himself through into the grand final